Hi everybody, my name is Jackie. I'm a writer of strange fiction. I pen tales about woeful women navigating weird worlds and doing their best with a magical touch. And today I wanted to share magical mantras for the everyday alien. So if you follow my Substack, Diary of a Sad Black Woman, I have actually written about this before. I did not reread that post before coming on to this video, so some of these mantras may be a bit different, but to give you some background on me, I am a person who feels extraordinarily alien, okay? I actually, despite what people might think based off of my very woeful affect and the way that I express myself, people might not think that I love myself. And the thing is, I love myself so much that I'd be so confused when the way that I'm treated doesn't match the way I feel inside. And I think that stretch, that gap between how I perceive myself and how the world treats me, I think that is what leads to a lot of my woefulness. Like, I don't feel like I belong here because I just feel like a calling to be elsewhere. Like, I feel like if I went elsewhere that I would then be appreciated. But let's not turn this into something that it doesn't need to be. But I did want to share some magical mantras with you that when you're feeling alien or you're feeling down about yourself, these will help you pick yourself up by your bootstraps and get you out to face the day. So you can repeat after me, or you can just, I don't know, listen to me and mentally absorb it like a self-love ASMR. Okay, whoa. So magical mantra number 1. I am valuable because I exist. I am valuable because I exist. And let me explain that. You sitting right here, your existence is a miracle. You were conceived and pushed through a sticky canal and thrust into this world, a world in which everything you could ever need is available to you, or is supposed to be available to you. But watch my video about adulthood to understand my thoughts on that. But anyway, your mere existence on this strange planet is a miracle in itself. Your existence holds value. Even if there's people around you who are trying to convince you otherwise, or you feel otherwise, it doesn't take away from the objective truth in that you are valuable because you are here. You wouldn't be here if you weren't worth something. So I need you to take that in. I am valuable because I exist. Magical mantra number 2. I don't need anyone's permission to be myself. I know this world does a lot of gatekeeping, but the gates are imaginary. The people in charge of the gates, the people who are like the guards, it's imaginary. If there's anyone out there who makes you feel like your innocent characteristics, your innocent traits are too much, like, honestly, even though they have as much value as you have, mentally, fuck them. Just fuck them. Eject them from the game that is your life. You're the main player. Eject them from the game that is your life and keep going, because we cannot afford to dislike ourselves, okay? And as a person who is considered odd, by society's standards, I understand what it feels like, that social pressure and the pressure to just be different. It's like, why can't you just be like the rest of us? Why do you laugh so hard? Why do you want to talk about feelings all the time? Like, why don't you just do what everyone else is doing and follow that script, the script that apparently I never received in the mail? And so, as long as you're not hurting anyone, block out that noise. It does matter if your actions do hurt people. So after, it's okay to reflect. definitely reflect, because sometimes just because we don't intend to hurt people doesn't mean that we don't hurt people. Like, I'm sure I've hurt people. People have hurt me unintentionally. But if you know for a fact that what you're doing is not hurting anyone, and you're being bullied and you're being policed and you're being told what to do, think, and feel, like, eject them. Magical mantra number 3. I deserve joy. I deserve to experience joy. I think sometimes when you are treated a certain way or you've gone through a lot of stuff, joy feels foreign and you almost want to push it away because, like, you can't trust it. But you deserve to experience good things. People are allowed to see something in you and want to help you and want to compliment you. Like, you're allowed to experience joy. It's okay to smile at, like, little things, you know? Like, all right, I got this what's it called, blind bag item. Okay, here it is. I don't like it. He's a little frightening. However, the act of obtaining it, opening the box, and the anticipation all brought me joy. And I could have sat back and been like, girl, you're a grown woman and you're finding joy in unboxing a little toy. And it's like, yes, I did. I smiled, okay? And then my smile fell from my face when I saw his face. But still, you know what I mean? Like, maybe it'll grow on me. Okay, magical mantra number 4, I think. You are not alone. You are not alone. If there is one of you, there's more of you. There are billions of people on this planet, and trust me, there are people out there who want to meet someone like you. Now, sometimes these connections don't last, and I'm not gonna lie, that'd be hurting. That'd be hurting. But sometimes they don't last, but not everything is meant to last. In fact, nothing lasts forever. And so there's some kind of concept, I don't remember what it's called, but basically detachment is key. And like living in the moment, experiencing that joy in the moment, and then when it ends, let it go. But that doesn't take away from the fact that there are other people like you who feel just like you, who think like you. There's someone who has met you that you don't even remember, who was changed by you. So never feel like you're alone. You're not alone. So the internet has its pros and cons, but one of the pros is that it allows you to, like, almost like a portal to other worlds where you can meet other fellow aliens. They might not be from the same planet. I don't think I've met an alien from the same planet as me, but they're aliens nonetheless. Magical mantra number 5. You don't have to do it alone. This is something I have to remind myself, because I often am like, I have to do things my own way because I'm so weird, I'm so off-putting, you know, I'm great, I love myself, but I also know myself. But there are moments where you need people. You need people for support. You need people for emotional support. You need people for, like, financial help. You need people for opportunities. Sometimes you just need people. And so I'm working on that, but I know that it's okay. It's okay to not do it yourself. You don't have to do everything yourself. And the last and final mantra, you were perfectly and wonderfully made. So if you want to repeat that after me, I was perfectly and wonderfully made. There are no mistakes when it comes to you. Trust me, there are no mistakes. It doesn't matter what other people say. Make them an NPC. This is your video game. This is your world. You control as much as you can. I know in my adult video, I said that we are bound and shackled by these rules in this world, and we are, like, I'm not delusional. There are a lot of things, a lot of pitfalls and stumbling blocks that will happen based off of who you are, how you look, how much money you have, your sexuality, your gender, your race. But in the confines, you know what I mean, in the small enclosure we've been given, remove anybody who makes you feel bad about yourself. If you can. Do whatever makes you happy as long as you're not hurting anyone. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So hopefully these are help. If you read my books, my strange books, these are the kind of life lessons I try to bake into them. And so the tone is kind of like woeful and dark, but still funny. Like, watch my last video to see what kind of books I'd be writing. But, at the end of the day, every single one of my books, even the smut book I have coming out or the spicy book I have coming out, they all have lessons that I've learned that I want to pass on, because if I am going to be an alien, the least I can do is share my observational field notes with y'all. So that's that. I hope this is helpful. And that's it. Bye.